Yeah, you know, there's been some guys in the pro. Ray Allen comes on my mind.
Sure.
You know,
but here in the Pac-10.
Yeah. No, I can't think of anybody gets it off any quicker. I know that.
And that's just quick. He just won't stop.
No.
He may take 20 three-point shots tonight. He's now 4 of 7. He's just going to keep letting them fly. Marcel Jones, kick out, Klatt. Yeah, what you can do, I can do better. And Ricky Klatt drains a three. Right now, Oregon State can't be afraid to shoot. They've got to find a way down 14.
Now, Hampton's got to be careful. He just got in a little wrestling match with Pondexter. No call was made, but Pondexter hit the floor. And so the referee may be watching him. He's got to be careful because I think he's got 2 fouls.
Right now, look for him to set up low, and he's down in the lower portion of the screen, down in the block. Artem Wallace matched up with Hampton.
I'm sorry, Hampton's only got 1 foul.
Hampton wanted it inside, down low, can't get it. Haynes puts it corner, Klatt. But there's the help by Overton. The speedster out of Franklin High School. Nobody picked him up. And he goes all the way in, and the frustration mounting right now on the Oregon State bench. As that one was just easy. Somebody completely forgot to pick up Pondexter.
And, you know, you may have to give Appleby an assist on it. They're so worried about where he is now. I don't know if they got messed up on who had the ball, and they wanted to make sure somebody rotated to Appleby.
This time Johnson's open and gets the foul. He'll head on in and get a chance to shoot too. As it appears they will call that on Artem Wallace. Now watch, as you were talking about, Appleby's at the top. You see him right there.
His first 18 foul.
Oh, that was a miscue because Hampton and Marcel both were over there looking at Pondexter. They both assumed the other guy was going to take it, and they just got back. But the guard did go with Appleby.
You know, sometimes you hear coaches talk about youth and inexperience, and we've talked about it regarding Oregon State as Amari Johnson misses the first. But that's a perfect example of where it hurts you, because it's the communication sometimes that's not there.
Yeah, it was just...
and that's a senior we're talking about and a sophomore.
There was no communication. Nobody said, you take him or I got him. They just both looked, both left.
Yeah, it's also, you know, that's the type of problems that create problems on the road. You got to be aggressive. You got to go out there and say, I got that spot. I'm going to move into that lane. Well, here on the basketball floor, sometimes you've got to do the same thing. And they did. Johnson hits the second, though, and it's 33-16. So Johnson now 3 of 4 from the line. And Washington brings in some more bodies. One of them, Denton. Pondexter walks, and he will go ahead and turn it over. And that hasn't happened a lot. That's 5 turnovers for both teams tonight. So Ricky Klatt, who drained a 3 earlier, will go ahead and try to create on offense. Johnson wants a 3. He hits it from the outside. We gotta like the 6'8" kid. He can take it inside and he can do it outside.
Yeah, he's gonna be a nice player for them. He's really got good understanding of the game. And you add him with Carter, who gives you a lot of energy in an inside game, and they're going to be a nice compliment to each other in a couple of years.
Appleby's got his 5th three-pointer in the first half. He's got 18 points. And you know, that brings up a question, Bob. He's the one guy that's making a big difference for Washington. So the question becomes, what happens if he starts to cool off? If he can't carry it through an entire 40 minutes, does that leave the door open for Oregon State to start to come back?
Well, his name is definitely going to be brought up at halftime, I can tell you that. Somebody's going to be stuck on him the whole time, but it shouldn't hurt them. If they pay extra attention to him, it's going to open up other things. And this team has other guys that can go to work.
Look at Romar. He's getting into his team, and they're up 17. Time now for our GMC professional grade. Ryan Appleby, grade A. Grade A. It's just everywhere. And the touch. Catch, shoot. What more can you say about him? He's just been feeling it from absolutely everywhere. Brought to you by Warren Westland GMC in Seattle. That is our GMC professional grade. At one point, he had actually outscored Oregon State 15-12. You know, sometimes, Bob, you ever have a night like that where it was as big as the ocean? You could just throw it up, you knew it was going in.
Yeah.
Okay,
it happens.
Yeah,
had 39 against Duke one night, and that was one of those nights because I only averaged about 15.
Right. And by the way, for those wondering out there, that was your days at Penn State.
Days at Penn State.
Yeah, the Nittany Lions. Did you guys win that game?
I think we were behind by 39.
Before I started college courses, I charted these courses.
See, we're on course, on track.
Before I got my electronic business underway, I got these underway. Bridge, this is main control.
The Navy got me the money I need for college.
And gave me an accelerated course to my business.
Before I start my own practice out there, I'll get the practice I need here in the Navy.
Navy, accelerate your life.
50 years of innovation, performance, and building dependable cars and trucks have led to this. Nissan's 50th anniversary sales event. See your Nissan dealer now for special 50th anniversary deals on every Nissan. Like $12.50 cash back on Sentra or Altima, just $199 a month. Nissan's Big 5-0. This event ends soon. Don't miss it.
Say hello to the DeWinkles, Banner Bank customers and owners of Moriah Farms in Melba, Idaho. When the DeWinkles tractor tires are looking a little worn, they call Craig Brunel of Brunel Tires, another customer of Banner Bank. Now, Rich Thompson Trucking is a customer of Brunel Tires, and Rich transports quite a bit of milk for, you guessed it, Moriah Farms. It just goes to prove we're all in some way connected to the same bank.
Another beautiful day in the Willamette Valley. How about a shot of Weatherford Hall here on the campus of Oregon State? I barely even see a cloud in the sky. And yes, that was shot today. College basketball on FSN brought to you by Banner Bank. Better ideas, better banking. And by your Northwest Ford stores, the best-selling brand of cars, trucks, and SUVs. They can all be found in one place, your Northwest Ford stores. Well, Oregon State trying to pick it up right now as they're getting ready. Find themselves down 17, but they've started to click a little. It's Appleby's the difference right now in the game. Washington, he's got 18 points and hits everything he puts up. They got to get that inbound quickly. They do. And here comes Tarver. You talked about that the other night, Bob. Missed the shot, but a good shot by Tarver.
Good shot, and that's the one I like to see him take. It. He usually gets about 3 of those a game early in the season. He hasn't been doing it at all lately.
Pondexter is having himself a night as well. He's got 10.
Now there you saw Appleby came off a double pick, and they switched the big man. Amari's out there with him, not even leaving.
Now battle for the ball down in the key. How many seconds are they going to wind up with Brockman in the key? Doesn't matter because Detman says, that's fine, I'll take the 3. And that's a return of the favor. Normally it's Detman to Brockman. This time Brockman to Detman. He picks up another 3. Those are just raining from the skies. The pick by Detman. He's got numbers. Got a trailer, but doesn't need it. As Detman puts in a quick and easy 2.
And that's his best game, is the open court. Detman can really make things happen on a break.
Junior. And that floor general for Washington. Trying to find a way to get this team towards the postseason. Carter inside with the left hand. Can't get it to fall.
Detman had a great game against UCLA, too.
Well, he's got Cameron Dollar, who's teaching him everything he knows. Remember his great days at UCLA as the point guard. Took them to a national title. Won it in the Kingdom. Back to Brockman. But a nice job inside by Haynes to knock the ball away. Here comes that speed. But Brockman won't be denied as he gets in the way of the passing lanes and puts it away. Still, the Beavers will get an opportunity for it to come back. And now Brockman will take a seat along with Appleby. And so Romar likes what he sees from his big man.
I'm kind of surprised he left Brockman out there that long. with a good lead and 2 fouls.
Right.
You know, because you don't want him to get.
Don't want to pick up that third before the half.
Sometimes he'll get that third, and Romar would look over and say, he had 2? Usually the assistants and the trainer are very good at letting you know, and that's what you always want to do, is let them know what the foul situation is.
Ryan DeMonting finished.